Alright, so let's look at area and perimeter. So let's first break down and look at perimeter. So perimeter is the distance around a shape. It is found by adding the lengths of the shape's sides. So think perimeter, add. So let's look here at a shape. We have 2 miles on this side and 45 miles down here. So even though we only have 2 numbers, we are going to add 4. And what you have to remember is 45 miles we had down here, this is also 45 miles. So I went ahead and filled that in. And we had 2 miles on this side. This side is also 2 miles. And the reason that is because these are congruent sides, so they have the same measurement. So to find our perimeter, we're going to add 45 plus 45 plus 2 plus 2. And when we add that up, we get 94 miles. Okay, now let's look at the perimeter of a triangle. So we have 3, 5, and 4. So like what we did with our rectangle, we are going to add all of our sides. So we're going to add 3 plus 4 plus 5 to get 12. And we weren't given any units in this problem, so you don't have to write units. And remember with perimeter, unlike with volume and area, you don't need to put the square like we do with area or the 3 with volume. You are just going to write it as you see it. Okay, so area is the number of units in a figure. It's what's inside the shape. It is found by multiplying length by the width. And the key thing to remember is this formula will only work with rectangles and squares. You're going to see later on that different shapes are going to use different formulas. Okay? So let's look here at this square. We have 9 yards, 9 yards. So area is length times width. We are just going to multiply 9 by 9 to get 81 yards squared. And since we are finding the area, we have to put our square on. So over here, we have a rectangle. It's going to work in the same way as our square. So we have 2 miles and 45 miles. So once again, we're going to use length times width. Area equals 45 times 2. And when we do that, we get 90 miles squared. Right?